What were the Founding Fathers thinking when they gave us the ability to have a convention of states? I mean, Antonin Scalia was a Supreme Court justice, greatly respected, considered to be an originalist, loved what these guys actually wrote. And we got people writing us in saying, wasn't he against having an Article 5 Convention of States, even though these guys put it in the Constitution?
I love this question. Scalia did talk about this. By the way, not many Supreme Court justices have, so it's kind of incredible that we have him on the record talking about this. Huge Scalia fan, originalist, textualist. I think in the modern era, the greatest Supreme Court justice. Thomas might surpass him.
I was about to say, wait a minute, Thomas
might surpass him.
Yeah.
You know, just his, the way he fought for textualism and originalism.
Yeah.
I would say Thomas, certainly the best writer. He's written the most opinions. But Scalia just had this passion about originalism and textualism. So he did comment, actually twice in his life, on Article 5 and the idea of Article 5. Once he was asked, he did a long-form interview all about Article 5 and the process around Article 5 and holding a convention of states. And he said he was entirely in support of it. This is an interview on the record. And he said, maybe there might be a little risk. I don't even agree with that, but he said there might be, but it's well worth it. And otherwise, we're never going to get the reforms we want. And so
he said that?
He said that,
wow.
Yeah. And so this is Scalia on the record. So in more modern times, he was asked about
I got to make a note to email this guy back with that.
There you go. I've sent that email a lot. So the second time he was asked about it, he was actually asked this question: what do you think about the idea of holding a constitutional convention? Now this is really important and a little bit tricky.
Terminology matters, words matter.
This is right. So Scalia, a leading constitutional jurist, right, asked about an Article 5 convention or a constitutional convention. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
Constitutional convention opens the Constitution to absolutely everything. I'm completely opposed to that. Yeah. You're opposed to that.
And in fact, I gotta stop you there because I didn't think through that terminology difference. So when I did the class in here originally, I used those words, constitutional convention. And then somebody said exactly to me what you just said. Wait a minute, Rick, you're using the wrong terminology. It's in Article 5, it doesn't call it a constitutional convention, it calls it an Article 5, it calls it a convention of states for proposing amendments.
So think about it. You ask Scalia the question and you say constitutional convention. He knows exactly what you're asking. He's not confused. He says, I think his exact quote is, whoa, I think that would be a really bad idea. You never know what you would get. So obviously he was not talking about an Article 5 convention, which delineates the measures to be debated and discussed in convention. It has limitations. He was talking about a constitutional convention when he said he was opposed, and you and I would agree with that.
Which means Justice Scalia knew exactly what the Founding Fathers were thinking.